Welcome to the Melbourne International Comedy Festival. We acknowledge we're on the traditional lands of the Kulin Nation and pay our respects to elders past and present. We acknowledge Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people's spirit, imagination and rich history of storytelling and humour that is an inspiration to all Australians. This always was and always will be Aboriginal land.
It's been 12 months since Finn's last full show, and he's been hard at work researching. Finn has used AI to figure out what the best way to enter a stage is. After months of analysing hundreds of stage entrances, we have an answer. So, please, welcome to the stage, with slightly shitty audio quality he couldn't fix for YouTube, Finn McGrath!
We got 60 more minutes of this. It's my show. Strap in! Thank you so much for coming to my second solo show. It means a lot. Good to see some new faces. Good to see some returning faces. I actually go way back with this guy here. I named my first kid after him. Yeah, called Ugly Person, sitting in the front row. Ding, ding, ding! The train's left the station. You can't stop it. No, I would like to acknowledge the elephant in the room, which is the name of the show. This show will be considered for awards. For those who don't know, to be considered for all the comedy festival reviews and awards, you have to meet certain requirements. Some understandable, some less so, but don't fear. I have crafted this show so that in the next 60 minutes, I will meet the requirements for each and every award. The main requirement is to do a minimum number of 10 shows, which I'm doing for the first time. I have a list of just kind of the main awards. We have Best Show, Best Lighting, Best Sound, Best Experimental, Best Cabaret, and Best Newcomer. Obviously, as a newcomer myself, I was a bit scared to do 10 shows. Recent winners of Best Newcomer have included Aaron Chen, Luke McGregor, and Sammy J. Now, these people may not sound like newcomers. I'd like to thank the Butterfly Club for having me here today. Really good to be here. As I said, I've never done 10 shows before, so in order to come to a deal with the Butterfly Club, they said they'd give me 10 shows as long as I only tried in 5 of them. So unfortunately, you guys tonight will be getting the 50% effort show. Sorry. I'll be mainly using tonight to be checking my emails, just in case there's any more award requirements or any early nominations that come through. I have also decided that if I'm going to be competing with the stars of the project on Channel 10, The Best Newcomer, I will be open to ethically grey tactics. So, if there are any judges in the audience tonight, I do have a lovely bottle of Hyper Psyche. It's gorgeous. Now, you may be worried about, what that might mean for you, but I've thoroughly read the award guidelines, and literally nowhere does it say that bribery is not allowed. So just know that I'm on your side and you're on mine. So please let me know if there's any judges in the show tonight. No? Okay, so looks like you guys are getting the 20% effort show, so sorry about that. No, I'm joking, I'll be giving it my all tonight, don't you worry. If you do see anyone with a notepad out, make sure you treat them like the Boeing whistleblower they are. Bang! No witnesses. On that note, I would like to introduce my lovely Tech Liv. Everyone say hi to my Tech Liv. Liv, go way back. We actually did skip last year's show though, so it's been a while. Liv, how are you?
Finn, I don't want to do this.
Oh, we have a good yarn. Don't worry, that's the last time you'll hear from them. I like to keep the talent on the stage and the ugly beasts up the back. But so it's been really busy for me. Busy year, did a lot of comedy. I actually moved to New York for a bit last year. So New York fans in the crowd tonight. So I thought I'd begin with a little slideshow of my time there. When I was going through the photos for the slideshow, I realized I barely have any good photos of myself. I have one good photo of myself. This is me reading the replacement bus service pamphlet on the LA train line whilst I'm trying to Coney Island. Now, Now, if that is any indication of how far I'll go for a joke, you should be scared. But I made sure I did all the classic touristy things too. I ran into the Brooklyn Bridge. I missed my first big shot. I talked a friend out of a stupid decision. I made sure not to miss my second big shot. And I killed Jimmy Carter. I didn't just do that. I actually recently, not to boast, but I've started seeing someone. No, not hallucinations. So for the past 3 months, I've been seeing someone romantically, and actually, when I came downstairs this morning, they had left me a note on the counter because they know I'm doing the show this week, and so I thought, why not make tonight special and open up the show by reading out the note. So I gave the note to Liv. I haven't read it yet, and Liv's put it in this lovely envelope for me. And so I thought, start the show on a sweet note. So note from my Livia. Iceberg lettuce. It just says iceberg lettuce.
Finn, I think that kind of just sounds like a shopping list.
Oh. But it's just one thing on a shopping list? And why couldn't they just have texted me?
I think
You got us on the way home?
I think you're
But also, who
overthinking it.
specifies the lettuce that much? Should you put down lettuce so you know what your lettuce vibe is?
I think
Like
you're
iceberg
overthinking the whole
lettuce?
thing. I think we just need to push on with the
I
show.
don't know, man. Plot holes in that. Anyway, I will. Tonight is special night, because you may have noticed we're actually live streaming tonight's show. So, Liv, how many people do we have on the live stream?
2.
Okay. Does that number include you?
Oh, I'm not watching.
Okay. Did you tell anyone about the live stream for tonight?
I told my parents.
So the 2 people watching are your parents.
No, I told them not to watch.
Okay. Okay. Ha ha ha. Not funny. We'll just ignore the live stream for now. I will just get on with the yeah.
Just really quickly, there's a note from front of house. I just put it on the stage for you to
Did
look at.
notice that. All right. Quick note from front of house, and then on with the show. All right. Could the owner of the grey Cybertruck parked in the alleyway please kill themselves? Okay. Good guys. Come on. Thank you. All right, so I thought to open up the show, I'd let the algorithm decide what I'm doing. You know, we love the social media algorithm. My social media algorithm at the moment is just showing me videos of this guy going around to bridges, cutting the love locks off them, which I think says more about my psyche than anything else could. Your love means nothing to the structural integrity of the bridge. But when you guys bought your tickets, you would have signed up to some terms and conditions. And since then, we've been, analyzing all your feed, and so a different show every night because there's a different audience every night. And Liv has all the data. I haven't seen it yet, so I'll be making something funny out of all of your interests. So Liv, let's go through the data. Liv, can you show me the audience's most listened to artist? Some Kanye fans tonight. Look, I'm not sure. I don't know. He's a bit of a controversial figure, guys. I'm not sure I want to start the show on that note. I might just kind of run past that one, if that's okay. Let's go something hopefully a bit more low key. Liv, can you show me the audience's most watched film? Oh, okay. Some Spielberg fans in tonight. I do have a great list bit, but I've been told I can't do that anymore. Damn it. I'm just gonna run past this one too. Let's go something. Liv, can you show me the audience's most read book? Sutra. Okay. Fans of sex tonight? I don't know. Guys, I've read that book 7 times and I know there's nothing funny in there. I'm just gonna skip right past that one too. God. Can I see the audience's most Google searched term? How's the refund tickets to show now? During the show, guys? It's been 10 minutes. Okay, screw this. I will be doing my list bit. Okay.
Finn.
What? Yeah.
Not in this climate, please.
Ooh, not sure if you've heard, the climate's changing, baby. All right, we're gonna be on top of it. Okay.
Finn, could you at least do a bit about like a more mainstream film?
I guess. Oh, I know exactly.
Not
what
the
names.
Wicked bit. Not the
Sorry,
Wicked bit.
Not taking suggestions. Got the
You
music there,
literally
right? So Wicked, guys. Oh, thank you, Cynthia, for being in the crowd tonight. Anyone watched Wicked? Anyone seen the movie Wicked? Yeah, great movie. For those who haven't seen it, essentially, girl is green, people are not like green girl, metaphor for racism, which is bad. And so I watched it, I enjoyed it. There was one scene in the film that did kind of ruin the experience for me, which I shall go through now. I'm about halfway through the film. All the college kids sneak out of college and go to the club. Right? Now this breaks school rules, but hey, when in Oz. So they're dancing in the club. They're having a great time dancing in the club. And about 5 minutes in, the head teacher walks in. She wants to have a discussion with one of the students about an assignment for the next day, all right? I already have questions. 1, how'd she get there so fast? 2, how'd she know they were in the club? 3, could this discussion about the assignment seriously not have waited for the next day? And 4, does this teacher not care about the erroneous school breaking happening? So, you might just yell at me, go, Finn, who cares? It's a film, suspend your disbelief. If this was my only problem with the film, I would have let it lie, but this is just the tip of the iceberg. So, they're still dancing in the club. They're having a great time dancing in the club. Another 5 minutes goes by, and then our green girl walks in. Of course, because she's green, the music stops, everyone stops and turns and goes, oh my god, everyone stops dancing. More questions. 1, everyone stopped dancing? Every student, even the general public in this club, stopped dancing? But that pales in comparison to my biggest question for the whole film. Why did the music stop? At a club. They had a live band at this club and it stopped playing for 20 minutes. They had paid this live band for the night in this independent venue and it stops playing music for 20 minutes? Surely the owner would have approached them and gone, hey guys, people are leaving. Can we just get the music? So, but boss, she's so ugly. That's not how this works. Guys, if we stopped playing music every time someone ugly walked into the club, Chapel Street would be silent. Why? And this movie was nominated for Best Film. How about we hold some space for some sense in this film? Come on. No, Cynthia. No. Shut up. Let enough of you. For fans of me, they will know that last year I was scammed by the ride-sharing app Didi. Now, I unfortunately have another story to tell. Not by Didi, though. I've had a bad experience on our trusty old PTV. Yes, our friends at Public Transport Greater Than sign. I love public transport. I love it, don't get me wrong. I'm a public transport baddie, alright? I love those steep Parliament escalators, and I run up them. Not for exercise, but so everyone behind me feels bad. But on this particular journey, I was headed from Camberwell to Coburg North, which is already a bugger of a trip. But I was going to plan to the moment, to the T, to the minute. Nothing was going to go wrong. I was going to go train Camberwell to the city, swap trains up to Coburg North, 2 trains. I can do that. It'll be over an hour, but hey, I've had worse, whatever. So I leave my house. It's a Sunday in December. 39 degrees. Ooh. It's fine. I arrived at Camberwell Station and boom, replacement buses. I'm 5 minutes into the trip and already my meticulous plan is being thrown out the window. But silver lining, I have now saved $5 per night key fee. So I run on the bus. It is packed. The aircon is not working. There isn't a seat to be found. If I hadn't been convinced by this point, I was now sure global warming was real. But I'll be a bit late to drinks. That's fine. I put in the AirPods. I drift away. Okay? 5 minutes go by. I notice something strange. This bus is taking a couple more corners than usual. I notice this to be strange as the path from Camberwell to the city couldn't be any more of a straight line. But hey, who am I to judge? I'm not a backseat bus driver, for I'm neither a bus driver nor in a seat. I was standing at this point, if you remember. So, I let it slide. Another 5 minutes goes by. I look out the window. I see a shocking sight. A river. That's strange. I should be seeing roads whilst looking outside of a bus. And this isn't the Yarra River in the city, ladies and gentlemen. No, I had ended up at Yarra Boulevard. Oh, I was seeing joggers and cyclists go past me in this gorgeous nature preserve, and I was thinking, no, maybe I'll hold that hope. Maybe there's a road closure. Buses have to take special roads because they're big. I'm not gonna judge. So I let it go for another 10 minutes. And I look out the window again. I don't recognize where I am. And then I have a thought. Oh no, I've gone on the wrong bus. Silly me, what a foolish blunder I have made. What a foolish fool I am. But then I have a second thought. In the past 25 minutes I've been on this bus. This bus hasn't made a single stop. That's strange. Stopping is something that buses notoriously do quite often. And then just as I think this, The bus driver pulls over to the side. I look out. What stop are we at? I don't see anything. I look in the rearview mirror, and I kid you not, the bus driver does this. What? You're confused. That's not how this. And then these two teenage girls from the back come forward, and they go, "Hey, sorry, I think we've gotten on the wrong bus. Can you just let us out here?" And the bus driver goes, "Oh, where are you girls headed?" And the girls go, "We're trying to get to the city." And the bus driver goes, "Oh, I'm trying to get there too." What? Trying to get to the city? That's not how this works. That's not how this transaction is meant to go down. I haven't seen more of the state's nature reserves on this bus ride than I have in the past 3 years. The girls followed up with a confused, "Oh." And the bus driver says, "Oh, it's my first time driving a bus today." What? Your first time driving a bus? The entire bus lets out a collective groan as we realize how screwed we are. Reminder, it is 39 degrees and not a single person has been let off this bus ride. I check out my phone. It has been 30 minutes and I am closer to my house than I have ever been. A lady from the back stands up and gives directions. Okay, we have addressed the issue. We make a U-turn, we get along with the ride. It's okay, we all make mistakes on our first day of work. Mine doesn't involve a whole bus full of people, but it's okay. It doesn't take longer than 10 minutes for another wrong turn to be made. The lady from before stands up and yells, "You're going the wrong way!" And the bus driver goes, No, it's this way," and points. First off, put both your hands on the goddamn wheel. Second of all, the confidence you still have in your directional ability is insane. I would like you to stop and I'd like this other woman to drive. Thank you very much. Everyone starts yelling directions. The bus driver gets frazzled, makes a right turn down the wrong way of a one-way street. Everyone is now yelling, demanding to be let off the bus. And the bus driver goes, No, I can't let you off because of the bus rules. Bus rules! The rules were thrown out the window when I saw a river outside of mine. Everyone is still yelling, let us off. We stage a successful coup. The bus driver pulls over. About 90% of us get off. I salute the brave 10% that stay on as they continue to drive down the wrong way of a one-way street. I look around at my surroundings. I don't recognize it. I pull out my phone. I open Google Maps. It has been almost 40 minutes, and I have ended up in the suburb of Kooyong! Kooyong! I look at my fellow stranded passengers. I see a young boy ask his mother, "When are we getting to the aquarium today?" And he just responds, "Not today, son. We're going home." 14-minute bus ride. I have done more than a full circle of driving around the eastern suburbs. I am further away from the city than I have ever been in my life. And a reminder, the city was the halfway point to Coburg North. I am 15 kilometers away from my end destination. If I had stayed home, I would be closer. I pulled a DD. Would you believe it never arrived? What started off as Finn saving $5 on a Mikey costs Finn a $45 taxi ride to Coburg North. I ask him if we can use the meter. He tells me to go fuck myself. That is the last time I use public transport. Airplane travel for me from now on. Boeing travel. What's that you say? Boeing planes aren't safe? Shut up! No one likes a whistleblower. Guys, none of this scripted shit. You know what I mean? None of this scripted shit. Let's do some improv. You guys want to do some improv? Yeah! So previously I've let the audience decide some prompts, but then they end up being like too problematic and the scenes end up being too funny. Oh, don't do that. So I've pre-prepared some prompts. I have 3 hats. I have location, occupation, and then food, and then I'll make a funny scene for you. Yes, I've been studying at Improv Conspiracy. So location, I'm just gonna, location we have Atlantic Ocean. Okay, bit sparse, okay. And occupation, cruise captain, Awooga. Okay, I see this coming together. And food, we have Dear Finn, I've been doing a lot of thinking lately and I think we should stop seeing each other. Let's spend a break about giving this some serious thought. I simply don't think we should have with each other. Please don't take this in any way as an attack on your character or who you are as a person. You're a great guy. Please don't forget that. I'm sure your person is out there. You just have to keep looking. Like always, you're...
Finn, I think I made a mistake before. I'm sorry.
I don't know how I'm meant to fit that in a cruise line. That's not what you know, guys. Let's go back to the problematic prompts. And we've got some singers.
Finn, no. We're gonna do a sketch.
All right, let's do some call and response. I don't know, is Australia in the house? Melbourne in the house? Any Northsiders? Yeah! Any Southsiders? Anyone from Paran? Anyone from Rebel Street? 12? Specifically 12 Rebel Street.
Finn, she's not gonna come.
She said she'd be here.
She's not coming.
She said she'd fucking be here.
Sorry.
Hey man, did you learn the new set list for today?
Oh yeah, all over. It's a busy crowd tonight, huh?
Yeah, I think there's some event going on.
Have you talked to the boss yet?
Not yet, we'll chat after.
How long's the set list today?
Should be a couple hours.
Great.
Oh, dude, why'd you stop playing?
That woman, she's so ugly.
God, she's repulsive.
She's so green and ugly. I had to stop playing
Hey, excuse me, fellas. Why have we stopped playing? No one's dancing.
Boss, look at that woman over there.
What are you boys talking about? Oh my God, she's hideous.
No, she's so green. And she's wearing
I don't care about how
glasses
much
too.
money I make for the rest of the night. The financial implication now means nothing to me.
No, I don't think I can ever play another note again. She's just so hideous and green and has she's just dancing now. She's just dancing to no music. She's just dancing on her own. There's not even a backbeat track here. Boss, what am I meant to do? But no, she's just singing. She's just singing. There's not any music. But God, what do I do? What do I do? Guys, see how stupid it is? Wake up, people. Wake up. I like to keep my show on the pulse. You know what I mean? I like to make sure that, because misinformation is ripe in this day and age. You know what I mean? And so I like to make sure that my show is factual. So I will be implementing, I've tried this before, a bit of a fact check system in the show. So I've tried to do with people like that usually come by, usually try to pick a new face. So I'm just gonna give that to you. Don't worry, you don't have to get up or anything, don't be scared. Just hold that. So like later on in the show, I like to make points, I say some facts. And if at any point you think a fact is wrong, you want a bit of a fact check, slam the button down, Liv will get a notification, and then we'll do a bit of a fact check mid-show, and then we'll do a showstop, we'll address it. I kind of like to be on top of the show. Hopefully, I won't say anything bad, but let's do a bit of a test. Let's press the button now.
Fact check alert! Fact check alert! Liv, can you please check the validity of this fact?
So,
Thank you!
later on, if you hear a fact you think is wrong, slam it down. We'll do a bit of a fact check. Okay, just pretend you didn't see that. I've been making some observations lately, and I love impressions. I love impressions. I love it when comedians do them, but I always feel like you guys are left out. You know what I mean? You guys never get to experience an impression. So, this one's for you. Guys, here's your impression of Stevie Wonder. And here's your impression if his sight was miraculously restored. Thank you. I also... Oh, shit, sorry. Looking at the time, guys. This is a bit embarrassing. I do Zoom psych appointments, and I wasn't able to reschedule tonight. So I will be having a quick Zoom psych appointment mid-show, if that's okay with you guys. You guys can just like zone out. Obviously they're kind of boring, but obviously mental health is super important. We love mental health, not to take a serious note, but I think everyone should be on top of their mental health, and especially young people, members of the LGBT plus community. We love that community, one of the best communities.
Fact check alert. Fact check alert. I disagree with this statement. I, the audience member, have pressed the fact check button because I disagree with this statement.
Sorry. I was hoping for more of a factual, less opinion. Yeah, laugh away. I just give that. Thank you so much. Where was I before that? Hate crime. Sorry, mental health. We love mental health. I'm sure most of you understand. Like, look at those glasses. Yikes! This guy needs mental health. Sorry. Just so kind of zone out. I will just be doing this.
Hi Finn, can you hear me?
Hey.
Oh hi Finn, good to see you.
Good to see you too.
How are you this evening?
I'm really good.
Good. Sorry I couldn't reschedule. Thank you so much for making the time.
Not doing anything important.
It looks like you're not at home.
No, I'm just at a friend's house.
Are you at that Twink's house again?
No, different friend.
Well, let's get right into it. Last week we focused on self-fulfillment. Do you still feel the need to seek out attention and validation?
No.
Okay. And what about your tendency to lie?
I'm getting really good at that.
And do you still find yourself being mean for no reason to people with glasses?
Not for no reason, no.
Alright, Finn, well, we're going to have to get serious for a bit, okay? How's the self-talk been? Are you practicing self-compassion, or are we still in the particular enjoys about it phase? No judgment, just an observation. Something to reflect on. Finn, are you paying attention?
Oh, sorry, yes. I will implement that.
And, well, also last week we talked about, yes, you said you had re-downloaded Hinge for the 10th time. How's that been going for you?
Really glad I did that. Don't worry, Doc, though. I've deleted Hinge off my phone.
Fact check alert. Fact check alert. I, a second audience member, am doubtful that what Finn just said was true. I cannot comprehend that anyone in their right mind would ever like Finn and think that he will remain lonely forever.
I'm being vulnerable up here, man.
Well, as a follow-up from that, are you still deflecting serious topics and making them into bits?
Look, on that note, thank you very much. I don't trust you. This is, so there's a trend going on the net nowadays, where you kind of do like a Hinge dating year review. For those that don't know, Hinge is like a dating app. And they kind of like, it's like a Spotify Wrapped but for your dating life. So I've been on a couple of Hinge dates. I've done a lot of small talk. I just about know the name of every sibling in Melbourne. And so I thought I'd compile all the data and make a fun little PowerPoint of Finn's Hinge dating year. So without further ado, I haven't been here for too long. Here's Finn's Hinge year review. Anyway, great app. We love that app. Send me a rose. If we're not going to do the fact check button, I don't worry, I do have a backup. I didn't trust you guys. Me and Liv discussed this before the show. Liv is going to be on like plagiarism duty. So I find that sometimes I'll write a great joke and then I'll see it on Twitter a couple of days later. Because I think like Twitter's everything's on Twitter. So Liv is just kind of like during the show kind of like searching Twitter to make sure I'm not accidentally copying anyone's joke. Liv, you still on top of that?
Yeah, I can do it.
Cool. So I'll just kind of continue. I've making some more observations lately, and you know how like all voting centers are primary schools. I've been thinking, how do pedophiles vote? You know, don't they have to say this way? Like, sorry. What?
I'm really sorry to interrupt, but I found a tweet that relates to the show.
What? There's a pedophile tweet. Loser named Finn on stage doing a funny. No! Wait, Liv, you tweeted this. What the hell?
I'm sorry, you were doing really bad.
Whoa! That's mean.
You should read the replies though, they're pretty funny.
Totally agree, intro right now. What kind of username is audience member? Huh? Put your phone away, guys. No, okay, you know what, Liv? Let's just scrap the checking. I will plagiarize away. There's nothing in the show to keep me in check. On that note, how's the live stream looking?
We got 4 people now.
Ooh, doubled it and give it to me. I like that.
One of them is me though.
Okay, 3. I can still work around 3.
We have 90 comments though.
90 comments, stirring up some discussion. Let's read some of those comments.
This one says, please click on this link to see my photos,
Oh,
exclusive
okay.
18 plus.
Can we skip the spam? Can we skip the spam, please?
Well, that's most of them.
Right.
The other ones are just shaming you for not taking clearer stances on political issues such as Ukraine war and the ongoing crisis in Sudan.
Whoa! Okay, I'm anti those things. I'm anti-war. Stop it.
We just lost.
What? And we're pro-war? Okay, no, fuck the live stream. Guys, I know I'm not gonna be making any money during the show, so I decided to accept an ad break mid-show. So it's for a really good cause, so I'm just gonna go to a drink break. Sit back, relax, enjoy the ad for a good cause, just go for it.
Whenever I'm driving, I make sure to pace myself, so I know I'll be fine.
Drink drive? You bloody idiot. You fucking moron. You fucking idiot. You complete nonce of a person. Yeah, you in the front row. Hope you're happy with yourself. 4 eyes looking fool. Fuck you. If you drink drive ever again, I will shove your Toyota so far up your ass you'll be able to honk out of your mouth. Fuck you.
They're a lot harsher than I remember. Hi, I'm Dave Woodhead. Welcome back to Triple J. Before the break, we were just talking about your wildest hangover stories. We heard from Lisa before. You crazy, crazy girl. Now we have Kyle on the line. Kyle, can you hear us?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Alright, Kyle. Tell us about your wild hangover story.
Well, actually, my hangover story is happening right now, if you get what I mean.
Oh, yeah, big night.
Big night, big morning. Still kicking on, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
Can't get hungover if you don't stop getting drunk, huh?
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean, Kyle.
On my way to work right now.
Oh, hope you're not driving there, mate.
Haha, no. I'm flying there. Sydney, I think.
Sydney, business trip, huh? Oh, what do you do, banking, consulting?
Yeah, you could say that.
Alright, cool.
No, mate. I'm a pilot.
What?
Yeah, don't worry though. Got you on the old Bluetooth earpiece, keeping hands on the wheel.
Sorry, didn't you say you were drunk?
Yeah, but autopilot does way more than you think. Oh, hold on. Air traffic control is calling me. I'll put you down for a second. Yeah, hello. We're headed where? Oh, damn. So I might have to go soon. Turns out we're going to DC now. I do love a Potomac River joyride. My own Sully moment.
Oh, I'm not...
What do you mean the engine's on fire? This is a Boeing plane. That doesn't happen. That's a press. Hey, you're dead. Stop asking questions.
Oh, wacky Kyle. Make sure you stick listening to Triple J for Spacey Jane's new song, Fuck You Melbourne. Why won't they stop playing that song? Now, whilst doing research, that's still on there. Whilst doing research for the show, I was looking at a lot of comedians, a lot of celebrities, and I noticed that out of all celebrities, comedians are the ones that kind of get away with being cancelled the most, I think. Like, they'll say some horrific thing, and then their usual plan is a couple weeks later they'll release like a Netflix special, and it'll be really bad and really unfunny. Like, Matt Rife did it, Dave Chappelle did it, my doppelganger Ellen DeGeneres did it. And I watch them, and they always try to be tongue-in-cheek, and they're like, oh yeah, I was cancelled, Hollywood. Anyway, I bring that up for no reason. So the next segment is called Controversial Corner. Yes, it's what you fear every man to say on a first date. Let me tell you my most controversial opinions. I'm just going to speed run through this. Number one, something that's underrated. bullying. Guys, let's bring it back. You know what I mean? You think I'm funny because I had a great primary school experience? Honey. Bullying told me that maybe if I stop putting my snot in other people's ears, I might be a little bit liked more. Let's let the kids whack the weed out of other kids again. Something that's overrated. People over 70, guys. Do we need them? You know what I mean? I'm sure there's the odd lovely person here and there. But I did come across a graph the other day. This graph shows like who's at fault for bad climate policies, and old people are actually at 100%, which is crazy. 100 is one of the highest numbers up there. I will admit that my hatred of old people does kind of stem from the fact that I worked at Coles for 7 years. But if Coles taught me anything, it's that we should make our voting machines like self-checkout machines, because if you cannot work a self-checkout, you'll lose your right to vote. Something I think is an overreaction. American airports, I know they had a bad history there, but you tell me every time I go through LAX, I take off my shoes because 20 years ago some guy made a shoe bomb. How about I make a pants bomb, guys? Huh? How are you gonna deal with that one? So people that shouldn't be invited to parties, people with moon boots. Guys, you're killing the vibe. I'm trying to dance the dance floor. I don't want to see your chunky Neil Armstrong looking ass trying to get jiggy with it. It's 6 weeks. Stay home. People that shouldn't exist. Kids. Now, specifically kids with one AirPod in, what are they always listening to? They're talking to their friend on the tram and they have one in. This is your friend who you choose to spend your time with. What are you listening to, a podcast? God, I sound old. People who are the worst ever old people again. I would really like to hammer this point home. Look, I know they won 2 world wars, but should we really be respecting them for getting into 2 in the first place? World War I, shame on none. World War II, shame on you. And with the amount of Nazis I'm seeing on the street, looks like they didn't even do a very good job of it. You know what I mean? And an old person will never be left undelivered. The list goes on. But before you guys cancel me, I do have a quick announcement to make.
Let me catch you up with what's been going on the past year. I took up gardening. Yeah, we like gardening. I have some chickens now, and oh yeah, I was kicked out of show business. I'm a loose unit now, though. I don't care anymore. Just to prove a point, I'm gonna say every slur I know in the next 20 seconds. Gotcha. No, in actual fact, I hate fat. But what's the deal with women? What's up with them? Why won't they speak with me? No, seriously, why won't they speak with me? Guys, answer the question. Seriously, why won't they speak with me? Guys, stop laughing. Stop, answer my goddamn question. Why? Stop laughing. Stop laughing. Why won't they speak to me, goddammit? Why won't they speak to me?
I'd like to thank you boys for being here tonight. It means a lot to me, We're like a family together, this little operation of ours. And I know I'm the boss, but I like to think I'm more of a friend to you. So I call this meeting because I wanted to update you on my life, You've probably noticed from my car, I've been taking up Pilates classes. I know. Yeah. I got my tower read the other day. I found out what my spirit animal was, And I was thinking, I want to know what my boy's spirit animal would be. Nikki. What would be your spirit animal? Give me an animal. What animal would you be? Give me an animal. Say any animal. A fox, because you slide. Quick on your feet. Yeah. Bobby. What would be your spirit animal? Horse! Yeah! Nay, Oh! Johnny in the corner! Johnny! What would be your spirit animal, Johnny? Penguin! Cold. Yeah. No? Penguin. Are you sure, Penguin? Are you sure you wouldn't be a rat? Huh? A rat? You sure you wouldn't be? Oh, maybe you're a mole. Huh? You sure you're a mole? Huh? Or maybe you're a parrot because you like to squawk, Johnny. Huh? Is that it? Huh? Oh, a penguin. Isn't that part of the Radamalia family? Yeah, I've been taking up zoology classes too. Hey, is he weak? Oh, it's not you, Johnny. Not you. Okay, it's not you. It's not Billy. It's not Nikki. It's fine. Maybe it's all of you. I'll see you in hell, you filthy animals. Yes, I was the CEO of Boeing all along. Guys, I've been thinking about New Year's Eve. Gosh darn how we hate New Year's Eve. I hate how we leave the last day of the year to reflect on the entire year. I can barely reflect on this morning. And like the classic procrastinator I am, I leave it to the last minute, literally the last moment to begin my reflecting. I hit 10 and I go, all right, January. Whoa, that was so long ago. What happened? God, it feels like a year ago. I guess it was a year ago. 5. Shit. Okay. Let's double tie this. Skip to February. Valentine's Day. I was alone. God, what happened? What happened? Happy New Year! And I just can't remember anything I've done in the year. And I've entered the year on a horrible note. And I've just and it's too late to reflect. So I've just started the year on a horrible note. You know what I mean?
Oh God, Finn, you've done it again. They hate this sketch. It's not universally relatable at all. They think you're a freak. Quick, I'm gonna pivot to something more relatable.
You guys like Yakult?
Yakult? You think that's universally relatable? Who can afford that shit? It's like $12.
Not that I know. I drink milk.
Who says that? Oh, we need to bring out the big guns. What's something that always gets impressions? Do a light-hearted impression of someone influential.
Hey, you guys want to see my Chairman Mao impression?
Light-hearted, not a dictator.
I can do the eyes.
No, Finn, not the eyes. God, Liv must be so confused right now.
Jesus, where is Finn going with this sketch?
Hold on, I think I can still save this, as long as nothing else goes wrong.
Oh shit, I hope you didn't notice that.
What the fuck just happened with the lights?
I'll play some music to distract him.
What the hell?
Ugh, this show is so boring. Why is he just standing there? He's not saying anything. This show is shit. Wish the missus would have just listened to me and gone to Marty Sheargold.
Marty Sheargold?
Sorry, Finn, I didn't mean it. I'm just going through a really hard time right now. I felt like I just entered the year on a really bad start, so your New Year's Eve story actually really resonated.
That's alright, man.
You know, I may just come back to see the show every night this week.
Every night this week?
Also, I'm a big smelly loser. Here, have $1 million.
$1 million! Thank you very much! That's not going in the proper chair. Guys, this is my impression of a guy who is absolutely obsessed with the song Umbrella by Rihanna. Yeah, Rihanna, good girl, go back, take 3, action, yeah, go. I thought that was a song by Rihanna. Sorry, I'm a bit embarrassed now, sorry. God, really similar, beginning there. I'm a bit embarrassed. I might just change to the next song if that's alright. I might just... Yeah! Rihanna, good girl, go back. Take 3, action, yeah, go close. Alright, that one might have been on me. Really similar drum lines though. You guys noticing that? You guys, okay. I'm just kind of wanting some reread. I might just change the next song, sorry. Yeah! Rihanna, unmistakable drum line this one. Take 3, action, yeah. What? I have never heard this remix in my life before. Who put this, guys? I just want to listen to Umbrella by Rihanna. I'm going to change it. This is just a rain-related song, guys! Who put this on the party playlist? This is not a party song. I would just like a song, at least from this decade. Rain sounds to sleep. speak to. Okay, who put this on the party playlist, guys? Who likes this song?
I love this song.
What?
Turn this one up.
What?
Hey, you have it slowed and reverb.
Slow and reverb version? You think you're funny, buddy? No, guys. I'm ending this party right here. I'm ending it. Guys, I'm not ending to that sketch. I just made a mistake at a party 2 years ago. And I wrote it down. And I was like, this would be funny. And it's been 2 years. I tell you, it wasn't worth it. Guys, every time I think of this show, I curse myself because no matter what I do, it won't pass the Bechdel test. God damn it! Ah! No, I'm not every woman though. I'm not even a single one. Does anyone here not know what the Bechdel test is? Any sexists in the crowd tonight? I'm with you. Well, okay, I won't explain it. Does any woman here want to explain what the Bechdel test is? Yeah, go for it. Your floor is yours. Guys, listen to her! Hear her voice. Guys, hear her roar. Go for it.
It's the test, like if two women are talking, it has to be about something other than a man.
Yes, thank you very much. Yes. So it's a test. Test if you're feminist, and if two female characters in your show are talking about anything other than a man, you pass it. Obviously, one man show, I can't pass it for now. Last year, I tried reporting some women. Didn't like that. So I have written a script. Obviously, in a perfect world, this would be written by a woman. I unfortunately don't know any. I think you'll find I'm pretty good at writing them. So, if you don't mind, sorry, just read this. They have to be named characters, so your name is character 2. And you in the corner, look at you, character number 1. So it's going to help me pass the test. So I'm going to take my place off the stage, guys. It's not my time. It's not my time. So like when you're ready, just loud, resonant voices for those at the back, okay? And go for it.
Hey Sally, you're looking fine and independent tonight.
Hey bitch, you are glowing today. Also independently of anyone.
Yes, I love your work, by the way.
Yes, it is hard being president of the United States.
Pass those laws, girl. Your breasts are looking so good these days.
Yes, but back pain. Ouchie, mouth.
Oh, bro, they can just yap sometimes, am I right? Oh.
How about your job? What do you do again?
Wish there were some more monster trucks in the sketch, am I right, bro?
Oh, my job. I'm the CEO of United Healthcare. Or should I say, CEO? I love denying people's insurance claims.
It's getting a bit weird.
I didn't know you were such an evil person. You caused the deaths of millions of people in America.
Oh, I didn't like it. Breathe the fucking laugh. I think.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Leave it to the women.
Deep breath.
I'll meet you in hell! You're embodying the spirit of white capitalist individualism, feminism, wherein the only goal is to replace male power with a single female power. The real question is, what are you going to do for real women and not for you?
This is so abstract, bro.
Say hello to Satan for me!
Whoa, the Satan's a man! Guys, Satan's a man! Whoa! Thank you very much! Thank you very much! Wow. Guys, maybe next year. I just would like to do a quick warning for the next sketch. So, quick warning. Gotta keep you on your toes, guys. Don't know how long this sketch is gonna be. Moments. Alright. This next bit. Some Thai fans in the audience tonight. This next bit is my impression of a part-time worker being told they're being made casual? My boss calls me a loser because I'm still hanging around. I've heard so many rumors that I'm an employee that you screw around. I thought you thought of me better, someone that you couldn't lose. You said, Finn, we're in this together, but now when we work, I have big trust issues. You said, Finn, you're doing great work. Now we're knee deep in the single shift week. Now you're throwing me out in the casual. 2 weeks and the boss invites me for the micromanage speech. Am I casual now? I know what you tell your friends. Yeah, he's casual. He's casual now. Fuck, you let me off again. He's casual. Wow, 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 wow. It's hard being casual when a Mikey ticket costs $5. It's hard being casual when I still don't know what the Reserve Bank does. Anyone? I try to be a chill dude that does the work in the workplace. I try to be the chill dude, but honestly, I'm not. Guys, one more chorus, one more verse. Stick with me. Single chick, sweet, are you throwing me out? I'm weak and the boss invites me to the self-check out. I want to tell your friend. Oh, damn, he let me off again. Sing it if you know the words. You don't, I wrote them last week. Let's go. You fucked me in the staff room. We had a pizza dinner. Manager makes bank and you wonder why I'm bitter. Bragging to your friends, you'll never quit. Yeah, he's loving. I hate to tell the truth, but I'm sorry, dude, I'm quitting. Hate that I let myself last this long. I hate myself. Fuck it, I don't want long service leave. You can go ahead. That will absolutely secure me best cabaret. Fuck you, okay. Now, I do love judges and reviews, but I always do think it's important to have a bit of a audience choice award, people's choice award moment. Now, this is for the people on the live stream tonight, so special tonight. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set up a poll on the live stream. We're gonna have best moments poll, so that even if I don't win an award tonight, at least I'll go home with a bit of a participation trophy. So I'll put that there for what? Yay! And Liv, can you set up that poll? We'll do best moments. And we'll let's see how many people we got on it anyway.
We've got 11 now.
Ooh, double digits. Okay, well, I'm ready to go. All right, Liv, let's start the poll. Yeah. Bring on it. Jay-Z, that's everything, guys. Come on, wake up. Ooh, okay. All right. Okay, Liv, the results of the poll are... Friends in the live stream there? No, read it? No, take it. I don't give a shit, bro. Take it. I don't want it, man. I don't want it. You're the DEI hire in the class anyway. God damn it. Stop the music, Liv. I don't care. I don't want to win it. Stop fucking this, Trevor Rosie! Stop the confetti! What? Sorry, what?
I'm really sorry to interrupt, but we've only got a couple of minutes left.
Damn it! I've only done best cabaret. Fuck. Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to speed through the rest. Okay. All right, I'm gonna have to let's go speed. All right. Okay. Best newcomer. Okay. Even though I've been on the scene for 8 years, you may think that doesn't make me applicable, but it actually makes me perfect for it. Okay. Best circus. Have you seen the guy with the glasses? Clown. I'm gonna win that one. Best lighting. Okay, Liv, can you use some crazy lighting? Thank you. Best sound. Best sound. Shit. Okay, Liv, can you play every sound cue from the show all at once?
Sorry about the last one.
Okay. Best experimental. Best experimental. Okay, Liv, can you play some music that sounds like it's from a shitty student short film? Perfect. Le pourquoi? They'll eat that French shit up. Alright, best improv. Alright, this is improv. Hey man, what do you do for work? Okay, I blanked out for a second, it was funny. Alright, best indigenous show. Let's skip that one. Best performance. Okay, I know I joke about my Chairman Mao impression, but it is pretty good. So, let's... Oh, was that an email? Liv, did you hear that? Was that an email? Okay, guys, calm down. Okay, woo! Okay, guys. Okay, I'm gonna check my email. Okay, shit. Okay, calm down, guys. Guys, win or lose. We had a fun time, didn't we? We had some fun time. You won the award. Check it out. Alright. Real theatre here, guys. Okay, dear Finn, we hope you're doing well and enjoying this festival. Thank you. Blah, 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 blah. After careful consideration, the voting board would like to extend a big congratulations as Liv McKenna.
But my mom and dad aren't watching. I told them not to watch. I didn't think I'd win.
That's not my name. You know what, guys? Guess we had no winners tonight, guys. That sucks. Guys, no winners tonight. But thank you so much for coming to my show. Thank you very much to my tent here. Thank you very much. Make sure you support the festival. Go support the Butterfly Club. I have 2 more nights of this. If you want to see it again, you're crazy. I love you and leave you. Come on.
No clouds in my stones. Let it rain. I hide the plane in the bank. Coming down at the Dow Jones. When the clouds come, we gone. We Rockefellers. We fly higher than weather. And cheap vibes are better. You know me. In anticipation for precipitation. Stack chips with a